Hello, hello. Alrighty. Um, cool. Everything should be working properly. I just need to confirm one last thing. Yep, that is in the green. Happy days. Okay, so I'm going to pre-build the factory ahead of time like I did before. So I don't want to have to set up that and then have a bunch of issues along the way. So it is quite doable to do what I was looking to do. I just need confirmation of where I'd like to start these. Nope, don't want to do that. Right. This doesn't really add much to it, but it adds enough for me to be confident to build a bit more. Cool, so that still works. Hey, how you going? Good to see you again. I'm currently looking at motor production. I've done the calculations and things should be good. Well, my day has been okay. I've had to spend a bit of time away from work at the doctor's, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. How about you? How's your day going? Sudden realization I may or may not have backed up a stream. Oh boy. Alright, so we're gonna start with this. Also need to do 6, that, E for that. Alright. So what was my calculations again? So the alt for steel pipe. So this made me go down to 15 to then produce the full amount I needed. Because then, when I was doing my calculations, I needed to produce double the 15, which means I needed 2. And then this would need 120, which would take up 4 of these? Yeah. So it'd be essentially 2 of these per one of those. Alright. My brain doing the thinking that it hasn't been doing all day. This is gonna be interesting. Alright, so 9. Six. Cool. Alright, so this covers steel piping at, I'm assuming, yep, the full 100% efficiency for that, for this to then go to do the alt for 15. This does take up a decent amount of space, but with my later parts of this it should be better. Now, my calculations are not liking the looks of this. So if I calculated this right, this means I'm going to have to put some extra things in here. Until I get the Mark 3s, yeah. Because if math is mathin'... I should have probably done this the other way around, but yeah. Right, so if I were to do this and then power this up, 360, it's 12, is it not? Yeah. So I do remember basic mathematics, how good. Okay, so I may need to power this up, but I'll just see what I need for now. If I can get away with not doing this much, that'd be great. So I'd be feeding it around there. Then, once that is done, splitting that is going to actually... and 360 divided by 4, 90... which means I get 3 outlets. So to be able to effectively split this, we'll see how it goes. Okay. So that's phase 1 of this production line with that, but now I need to actually work on the alt iron for this. So in the end, I decided to go full with this one, so... $25, which... $45. So I need to do that by 4. $50, so I need 2. I'm trying to complete phase 4. Damn, you're ahead of me right now. I only just started phase 3 and I'm still haven't even got half the stuff I need for it. I would ideally like to get phase, like, this logistics 4 through, so I can actually have my higher level efficiencies when I go to do, oil production and oil, power, but right now that's not looking really feasible. But right now, I'm just gonna do this motor production so then I can start the what is that called? I can't fucking... Not that one, not that one. Where is it? It's in the thing. Not Q, not B, O? That's what I'm looking for. Parts. So if I go... I probably could have just typed engine. Do I not have it unlocked? Oh, is it because I don't have it? Oh no, I should, because... I don't have that unlocked? Am I being trolled with here? What? Okay, well, regardless, I know I need the motor, so... What you looking for? So, phase 3, second item. Because I know auto... So, AI... And... Yeah, so they're not unlocked yet. The phase 3 items just up here. I'm trying to look them up just to see what the recipes are, because I know I'm going to need them eventually, but right now it's gone like, huh, that's cute, you want to find that? Alrighty, so next thing is I need 60 of this, so I'm just going to... Modular engine. Huh. It just doesn't want to be in my search bar. So, yay, we enjoy this winning. As I go grab my water from underneath my desk. Because I can't have it on my desk because I cause issues, apparently. Bottle of water has been partially consumed. As I now go grab my Vicks inhaler. it looks like that kind of... What do they call it? Narcan, I think. It looks like that. But when you have hay fever / allergies, this stick saves you a lot of problems. Of course, then, I live in a dust bowl of a city, apparently, so... Good stuff. And if you're able to find me based on those details on all my other streams, good on you. You know approximately within this X amount of area where I could potentially be. I know the pains, yeah. Honestly, Vicks inhaler. Like, instead of having to, like, rub a bunch of Vicks onto your chest or something, this thing just goes, ah yes, you have allergies, this fixes the problem. Of course, then I have been called a druggie a couple of times, which I don't know if is appropriate, but I'm not Red Bolt. Yeah, that's fair. Right, back to potential engineering. And by potential, I mean not gonna go well for me, but anyways. 1, 2, 3... 4. I was just thinking, hang on a second, have I done enough math? The math did math for once, so yay. So then I go 9. Doesn't need to be this neat, but I'm making it this neat. 9. On me. The math ain't mathing. The amount of times when I'm doing my work, I'm an accountant if you didn't know, where the math should be doing one thing, but usually it's a formula error, which usually means it's a user error. And when I'm investigating what people have done to, in the most polite terms, absolutely fucked it up, you just go, the math ain't mathing. So then it sounds professional, even though it sounds totally childish. But then when they hear me say that, they go, what? And I go, trust me, this is the easier explanation. Because otherwise, I'm going to have to tell you, like, rip into the person who messes up. And it's funny, because 2/3 of the time, it's them. And they just cannot see what the problem is. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to do the math on my calculator based on what you've done. And I come up with a different answer to what they've got in there. And I'm not talking like decimal points. I'm talking like tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm like, guys, are you fucking serious? Could you maybe not, for 5 minutes, fuck this up royally? I need more of this thing. Oh, should I? I shouldn't do what I'm about to do, but I'm going to. When the math ain't mathin', you just go for it. I like how I've also got my backup supply of power here, but it ain't gonna support the grid now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty, so that math is certainly mathin'. And normally I would just set up the everything I need for this to ensure I have the rubber requirements. But I'm going to just cheese it a little bit. Now where in the Kentucky Fried Fuck are my tickets? What? Am I blind? No, there's no tickets in here. I certainly wouldn't have sold them off like that. Sometimes if I fuck up the math, I hate myself. I certainly, like, when it's me who fucks it up, I'm like, god damn it, and then I have to do 10 reviews, because there's no simple way to put this off. I don't know where shit went wrong, so I gotta go find it now. Right. Is this gonna be mathin'? This is mathin', very good. And I'm gonna send that mathin' back, and then I'm gonna take a bit more, because, yes. Do I have like a random container just chilling somewhere with my stuff in it? Ain't gonna be this one, that's for sure. Huh. That looks suspiciously like a container with nothing connected to it. Could this be the container I've been looking for? Oh, I was gonna do that. Alright. Oh, I guess I'm going to go make some tickets in a minute to cheese the system, because I might have spent them all, but I thought I saved some. Plus, this lower area really needs an overhaul. I need a quadruple check, yeah. Alrighty then. How many do I need for this? Okay, I should only need one then. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. I hope that's enough tickets. I really doubt it though. I mean, if your gameplay, potentially. I only needed one. How good. Does that give me enough? Gives me 200. Cool. I'm a buy now.
Fix-It is not responsible for personal damage, environmental damage, psychological damage, or lowered standards that may result from use of these products. Enjoy your purchase.
Yep, I know, game.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Oh god, I'm seeing tier 1 stuff. Oh god, I see the inefficiencies again. Why did I come down here? Okay, I'm gonna just pop one of these back. And then I'm gonna free up a bit of the backlog here. Cool. Alrighty, now I can just upgrade everything to be overly engineered. Into quadruple, I mean if... I mean it's your gameplay. Yes. Okay, so the math will now just math a different way. This kind of math I don't care about. This is just speedy treadmill, and I appreciate it wholeheartedly. Alrighty, now I need to do a similar thing over here. I need to do a double merger. All of this is just to produce one thing, and a lot of that one thing. Which, upon realizing something, this is a bad idea. These ones I'll have to merge. Speaking of which, I might as well just fix this problem I keep running into now. Oh, is it logistics? It is. I'm gonna make this number 9, because I more often than not need a merger rather than actually what I'm doing, so... Do-do-do. Alrighty then, well, that magic will certainly do. Okay. (6E). I seriously call that straight, but anyways, okay, so I need back in logistics, Mark IV. Huh. Actually works. How good. That should get the intake of 15 to 40, if I've done the math right. So this does that. This will have a small bit of backlog, but I can take the backlog of this to ensure the progress of those. Oh, good lord. And then this is where I'll need to do another merger. 9. Then face it, I'm gonna say this way, but we'll see. You could very easily change at any time. Okay, so... that was just for one half of this project. And I'm running out of floor space. And that there is going to be an entryway to get back up here from another point down in the lower floors. Because, yes. Bloody hell. Okay. Well, it covers... Oh, cool. I haven't even looked at the next thing yet. I kind of cheated that. I didn't cheat, I put hard effort into it. Right. So, for the other part of the motors, I need rotors, I'm assuming. Yep. Rotors. Cool. So, how many do I need? I needed 10 per minute. Okay. And then I need to go here and look at the rods for a minute, just to see how many I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna need 50, which means at a bare minimum with 15. I'm gonna assume there's like, yeah, I've gotta go 4 with that one. Right, so I'm gonna need at least 4 constructors on rods, just for rods only. And then for the screws, if memory serves right, it's a 4 to 1? 4 to 1, yeah. So I need 250 divided by 40, 6.5. So that becomes 7 basically if I do the rerouting of math. And so I'm going to do based on the number of 7s. So that means I need 70 rod. This produces 15 per minute. So then I need to do N 7 times 15. Well, 7 times 10 for the need. So then it's got to be 70 divided by 15, which becomes 5. Okay, so 5 plus 4 means... Okay, so the math then goes 9 constructors producing that. And how many of these require that? Produces 30, so... And 9 times 15 divide 30. So that means I'd need 5 of these on this. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... And then with the additional 5, that brings me up to 11, which that brings me just up to my limit of what I'm able to produce with. So if I were to build some stuff here and potentially modify the ramp to be, well, I built this based on structural requirements. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. And I shall return in a moment, because I need to contemplate how in the flying heck is I'm going to do this. So, I need to Alt-Tab, I need to go to the main room, and instead of starting soon, we are now being right back. See you soon. Alrighty, I have sprung back to life. I also got myself a water because Bottle O water was feeling a bit sad and empty. So I filled it up again. I love over-engineering with these things not lining up with exact numbers. My leg is also a wee bit itchy. Pardon me. Okay. Same. It was wishful thinking. Just a feeling that this is probably going to be the easiest way to handle this. That was a little bit trippy there for a second. I was just like, hang on a second, this doesn't quite add up. Alright, this should give me some more space to work with. CXE, just like so. Hello, desolate moon that could suspiciously look like Earth, maybe. Alright, back to mathing. Yeah, math ain't mathing for sure. I am having a moment. By a moment I mean many, because I'm struggling to do the thing. You know what? This is the one time I'll do that. Alrighty, now I can then just do this. Alrighty, now I can actually work, because that was causing too much problems. And that is definitely not because I was having some special moment in my head about trying to figure this out. So what I'll do is I'll start with constructors that handle this. Right. 6. 9. E. And then I need back here a number 5, which lines up like that. Iron. The alt recipe. Which realistically... I'm doing the wrong item, I think. Yeah, I am. Cool. I was just thinking, what am I doing here that's not right? It would be nice if I was using the right item. Okay, math is gonna math again. Yay. Don't I have a blueprint for this in number 8? I just realized I have a thing for this, which would have made all of this a lot easier. But am I one to make things easy? Most certainly not. Alright, I just had to look at one thing, and my mouse is hovering over. I'm just like, I'm going to suffer with this next part, because this will likely tank the energy grid significantly. Ah, this is gonna suck a great deal. Because I need to find oil to fix a few problems. Mainly being, my power supply is sucking so much ass. It ain't gonna last. Yes, you can feel the pain. Real screens. Okay. And upgrade the power then? Yeah, that feels like more effort than I want to put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I ladder, please? Okay. Alrighty, so we go 9. Because I know this is going to have to be like so. And these ones are going to be slightly different. Aligning kind of like that to do this. Screws. I have a feeling that may not work. Alright. Alright, then this one's producing this. Alrighty. That is about as clean as that's gonna get. Now to repeat the whole process again. All of this is just to give me motors, because I'm going to need them for the next level of production that I'm going to need in oil. Also going to be used for the modular engine, which thank you for reminding me of the name. And I don't like this in any way, shape or form. 'Tis the way though. Fuck. Is this gonna be enough? So it says I need 25 and 125. How much is this producing? This will fall 5 short. Is this fully efficient? 10, 10, 10 makes it 30, 30 there. So... no matter how I dice it, it's gonna be shit. Okay, I have to do this. Okay, so that will work with a bit of finesse. Spoil blenders with heavy oil is best recipe. Cool. I'll keep that in mind and probably will forget later, but for now... second production is up, but I want to do a thing. That won't work. What if I made it work? Okay. Should be able to make that work, so... oh, fucking hell. 3. Okay, so this will block up a lot of the production line, but I don't care. I just need this up and operational at this point. And what I'm gonna do is this. What in the heckers? Thank you again for subscribing, Mint. You're a silly goose, but I really appreciate the sub again. What in the heckers? It said I could. What are you doing? That is goose behavior. You shouldn't do that. Although I appreciate it. I really need to check out my payouts because I don't know how they work. I really need to figure that out. But that costs a lot of money, doesn't it not, for this? Plus you sub for 3 months like last month, so... What the heckers was the point? Just... heckers. Anyways, I really appreciate it, man. I paid last time, so it lets me say it again. Well, you're heckers. 3E. I don't know if the math's gonna math at this one. Do I like this look? You know what? I can live with that. At this point, I'm just going to deal with the fact it's going to be efficient but not look as nice up close. Right. So. These, gang, going to be the rotors that I'm building. With one of these power supplies in there. You know what? Fuck it. I might as well just blow it. Really make it worth my while. It won't be able to sustain it, but it'll be funny nonetheless. Oh, it might actually be able to sustain this. That'd be kind of cool if it did, but if it doesn't, that's also okay, game. Right. Final two. My brain is having a hard time because I'm still processing the fact you did a sub. My brain's just still like, what in the heck is... What is this behavior? 6. That is not 6. Right. 1, 2, 3. Then I need to go 9 E there, 3 like so. Okay, so all of those have been programmed to do that. Then I need to program the screws in to do this. Ah, shit, I just realized something. I'm not gonna like this next part, but it is the way of it, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to do... Yep, that's just gonna be how it is. Alright, it's gonna be funny. So I need to do a double merger. That's gonna be fascinating to try. And then... Then what I do is 9 and put another merger here. Oh my god. All in the end for a fucking motor production. So I can get 5 motor per minute. All of this just to make that. I don't even think that I have enough power grid for this. Not that I've even given the thought of how to power this shit. Any thoughts so far, but anyways, I digress. 7E... 70. Doesn't need to be on a Mark 4 conveyor belt, but anyways, we're not at Mark 5s yet, but I've certainly been there before. Christ save my soul. Certainly not going to. I've done many things that would definitely not help my case there. Right. Power. One second. How's my Caterium research going? I don't have the power switch because I don't have plastic. I am definitely not stalling or anything. I need to do that as well. I'm feeling the Sag right now. Wait, did I not get a purple power slug the other day? I swear. Oh no. Don't tell me. Okay, I didn't. Back to my question. I did have a purple power slug, did I not? You know what? I'm getting sidetracked. Power. How's that looking right now? Capacity of that, max consumption potential there, well, because of all the backlogging. Right, so, once I get motors in production, I'll start the oil, tycoon phase. But now I run into the other problems. I need to kind of supply this evenly. So, let's just put this for argument's sake. N30... that. I need to think about how to break this up properly. So each gives me an avenue of 3, so... if I go 12 divided by 3, that means I need to divide it 4 times, so... 1 becomes 4... and then that becomes 6, 8, 10, 12... no, that becomes 8... and up becomes 16, so I need to re-divert a little bit. So if I do it by 3 at the start, and then split each of those up becomes 6. The math doesn't want a math here, that's for shit sure. Right. Good lord, I'm not liking this right now. I could just do a particular kind of these, that just means I've got to fill all these up first. But realistically, I want this to split evenly because all of us needs to kind of be producing at the same time. Oh, God. Yep, good stuff. Okay. So split by 3. That makes this divided by 3. 120. So that means each of them can do 4. Okay, so then that means the first 4 would be split there. So when I do the first branch, it was split off into 2. Then those 2 would need to split into 2. Okay. Math is remathing, and it kind of works. And then hit the reloading thing, yeah. Alright, so then this is where things get slightly messy. Only slightly, though. At first glance, this may seem like everything's totally fine, but it sure ain't. Because not all conveyor belts are being treated equally here. Oh boy, and I'm not being treated equally by myself, apparently. Right. Zoop. I know there's going to be land here, but that's okay. I can handle a bit of ground right now to sort of ensure my safety trying to build this. Right. Then I need to carefully, without breaking my head again, E. See, this is fascinating. Okay. Things will be a little bit different here, and I'm gonna be okay with that. I shouldn't be, but I totally will be. Alrighty, next thing I need to do is do a funky splitter here, so I need to go here and do this split. This is the part where I need to start building, well, quite a number of things. One of them being a bloody, let's pop in. So that's 3, cancel that, 4, 5, 6. Without lag, please. Okay. Didn't realize I was running out of the encased industrial beam so quickly, but I guess when I make it my main production thing, it's kind of makes sense it's going to do that. Fuck. me. Gee. I need to be a little more careful about how I manage this. Are you fucking serious? You know what? Have at it. Are you kidding me? Fine then. I'm feeling mega sus of this. Explosive. That would have probably been a good idea by the time I read your message. But a wee bit late for that one. Three and a go. Okay, for now we'll leave that like that, because I actually need to start doing the second phase of this, which is actually carting this all here. So I need to actually go 9, E... Okay. Nope, I want 4. Fuck! Okay. Now this is no means clean, but at this point I kind of just need it to work. this is going to take up so much of the energy grid, but hey, this is actually kicking in gear, so we'll take the wins where we can get them. It's about time to kill the power grid. We now have official maximum consumption exceeding my capacity. For now, this is fine. I do have energy reserves that will allow me to exceed that for about an hour. But that's at a worst case. If I need to kill anything, this will be it. Alright, everything's already kicking into gear. Rotors are already hitting in, that's nice. How's the stators looking? Oh, it might be good if I actually activated these to build stators. Alright, I'm gonna plonk some of these in, just so we have some progress going there. I had a feeling this may or may not be active. It's the reason you gotta do all your double checks to make sure it is actually up and running. Alright. So this will fix a few things. Alright. This now enables a few things to be done. Alrighty. So we are now at around 1,000 capacity-ish. Jotting up and down. Nothing's in here for this, I assume. No. Cool. Ooh, we got statos coming in. Oh no, that's stabilizing. I don't mind if the rotors are a little low, because I actually have them in store where I can actually just do that, so... Machines, yep, we got some motors. Very good. So after all that, I now have motors in production. What do I want my next project to be? Sure, let's do that, shall we? Now, I am gonna have to do a thing. Is this not able to... Huh. Interesting. I needed the extra wire per minute, but these don't actually do it. So I need to do you, I need to do that, and I need to do that. So then that actually will clear the lines up. I'll plunk that in there so that it actually can keep up. And then this requires that. I need to overhaul the copper zone quite a fair amount by the looks of it, because it ain't producing what I need. Because as you can see, no what? No, nothing there. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 6, 7. Those two together create 500. Let's create 1,000. Cool. Have those for that. Cool. Oh boy, it is hammering time. Because instead of actually making it more efficient, I'm just not gonna do that. Because the way that my copper lines are built at the moment, it is horridly inefficient. I just need to, well, I already have in my head how I want to fix that. But when I do that, it's going to cost more energy. So realistically, I need to look at actually doing my compliance with everything to make it all work. So that means it's oil time. I mean, like, once oil is in production and I've done all the stuff there, I can actually look at doing other stuff that I'd like to do, like trains. Because those take an ungodly amount of resources and all this prep work is for the trains. I've never done drones in this game before because when my friend and I got to the point where they were nearly available, he dropped off and it's just like, huh, lol, not gonna happen. He says, I'm probably never gonna pick up the game again, and I'm gonna be like, Sag. But yeah, the power is the big concern. Because, like you said there, I'm going to need the power to actually facilitate everything that I'm doing. And this is going to be a big step forward with that. Now, my general game plan in my head goes like this. Finish this milestone, because I want to stall for a few minutes while I decide on how I want to do all the rest of these things. But overarching is, get all the stuff to go oil production. Now, ideally I'm going to try and get 2 of those huge oil extractors going. 1 for production of goods, 1 for power. And I'll bring a line down along with some stuff that I just got rid of. Oh, that sounds like a later me problem. I was going to bring biogenerators to do the initial setup, but I could just set it up manually to do the basic power requirements. I haven't done oil power ever. I always let my friends handle that. Well, actually no, I did do it once, but that was in early days when my friend introduced me to the game and then fucked off for like a couple of years before he came back to wanting to play this with me. So I do have some basic understanding, I just don't quite remember what the ratios are for oil to power and how much the consumption is of that. But yeah, I could easily cut the motor line out temporarily if I feel that I won't be able to sufficiently power what I need over there to get my basic generation online over there. I also need to take into consideration the purity of the oil I'll be extracting, because if it's impure then it's going to be annoying to fucking utilize. But my first major problem is I need to actually get the resources to build that. Now, I should have access to most of the resources I need there. 1, 2, 3, 4... But yeah. Because I'll need to obviously make... On top of the regular oil I'll be extracting, I will also make a huge industrial fluid buffer. Because I saw I have the capacity to build that. That'll be very helpful to have stockpile of oil in the event the power goes out for whatever reason, so the oil can keep flowing to the generators and the generators can keep going. Once that starts, then I should be in a better position. But yeah, that's the phase between now to oil production. Liquids in this game are strange. Yeah, they really are. It's very fascinating. Pardon me. A fucking ad fail. What? Ugh. Ads are disgusting. I'm getting an ad, because I'm watching this also on my, I'm watching this on my phone as well while this is loading. Because I didn't know there was a new Mission Impossible movie until I was dragged along to watch it. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And honestly, after watching it as my first Mission Impossible movie, I'm sort of like, huh, spicy. Well, I guess the ads are good timing for this. I should leave myself some wire just in case. Alrighty, now to go look at... Actually, I'll look at what I need. So... Do I not have the power generators for oil production yet? I don't. Oh, that's shit. That's actually dog shit. Oh. Well, that's just... Well, that's basically dog shit in my breakfast. I was gonna say my cereal, but I don't eat that because it's garbage. Wait, what have I missed? All you've missed is me realizing that I fucked up majorly. I'll show you in a minute, because I just need to see if I have the basic... Give me more. I knew that would overload quickly. What's the holdup over here? You're getting enough wire by the looks of it. Yeah, you get enough wire. It's not a problem. What about you? You wire as well? Steel beam? Yep, you're going good. Just they idle for a little too long. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop wire into both of these, the remaining wire I do have, because I can always go grab more. Just so then it's actually ready to go, so it can just keep flowing, because it'll actually build up the amount we need by the time it does it. Just needs that backlog to start it. Alright, so... I'll show you what my problem is. So, not there. Not there. Alright, so I went to power because I know, oh yeah, there should be a generator here that allows me to convert oil into power. And I go, hang on a second. I haven't unlocked that yet. And then I realize I'm really up shit creek because I am kind of relying on that power generation. And I went, oh yeah, I don't have it yet. And now I have to go fucking jetpack shit to figure out how I'm gonna do this. At least that's moving on nicely. Alrighty, plonk that in.
Milestone reached. Fix-It has granted you the power of flight, provided you have a jetpack and the appropriate fuels. The jetpack refuels automatically while you are standing on a surface, and different fuel types will affect the jetpack's functionality. With this increased versatility, you will no doubt achieve efficiency levels previously unheard of.
I want my honk. I want to be able to honk on my train. Instead, I have to deal with fucking petroleum. I have to start the production. And I also need to start this one before I start this one, under the pretext of what I know the byproduct is. So, like... I'm not setting a milestone right now, I'm setting up my depression. Okay. Right, let's just get past that for a few minutes. Get a couple of those, because I know I'm going to need at least 2 to pull... Oh, actually I need 2 of these, and I'm going to need 5 of these from memory. Choo-choo, motherfucker. Choo-choos are happening in a couple streams from now at this rate. I'd love to stream this on the weekend, but my weekend is very packed at the moment. Oh, fuck. Okay, I just need now... I need 80 motor! Please end my suffering, game. Oh, I'll end my suffering and just pull me back and be like, haha, your suffering continues. I am not amused, game. It is very sad. See, this is a lot of efficiency that I like. I don't know why I build like this, but like... You can't see. Well, you might be able to see my character going stiff or something, because it's lost tracking. But I don't like this. This is suffering. Okay, so I'm in the problem of I can't do anything until I have more motor. And by more, I mean shit tons more. And this was the entirety of the stream. You just build this to get this. Plus an extra 50 I blew on a fucking jetpack, but we don't need to talk about that. We suffer every day. Yes, we do. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to just leave this run for an hour or two. And I'm kind of restricted in what I'm able to do. I don't want to go exploring again because I got molested by a bunch of cats. We won't go any further into that topic. And I... Like, no matter what kind of expansion I need to do, I need to expand the power grid. And I can't expand the power grid until I get oil up. And I can't get oil up until I have the motor. And this is taking forever to do. And I'm not wasting tickets like I did with the other thing, because I actually needed the Mark IV conveyors to do what I needed. Oh, heckers. I'm gonna go grab some copper equipment that I know I'm gonna need. Again, I'd love to expand on the copper, but I can't because, oh boy, who would have thought maybe... Oh shit, I should have thought of that. Alright. Yes, I'm aware that you have returned game. My name is... For now, I have to disassemble this line. Alright. That cleans up that thing that was kind of bothering me, so... At least I had the full production on that should be sufficient for now, until I have to build a fourth floor. Well, technically it's a third floor, because ground floor, but America. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, ask me another time. I'm sleepy. I can see over here there are small little inefficiencies that make it just that little bit annoying. Oh yeah, I didn't need to produce these at full, which is kind of causing a problem, so I need to actually underclock these. On me. Alright, now they should be able to keep up with the inefficiencies there. They will take a minute to really kick into gear, but that's fine. So, things are moving around quickly enough, but I'm reaching the problem of we are now full on stuff and things aren't being produced quick enough. Yeah, I kind of figured there'd be a backlog, and I could fix these, but at the same time, why bother? Be patient, I should say. Alright. 34 hours so far. Now comes the part where everyone will immediately go, oh no, you're doing a thing. I need to leave. My dog ate my homework. I need to now go do that. Yeah, I need to upload those things. Where be it? Alright, there it be. Huh. Something I'd actually like to play, but I don't have people to play with. Alright, so it's time to be a very quick and sneaky boy, what I'm about to do. So, unfortunately, I will have to get going. So, I will be raiding. Because I need to let this sit in the background while I wait for motors to be created. So, I thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the stream. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I'll either be playing this or a different game. But anyways, hope you enjoy the stream. Until tomorrow, hope to see you all then. We're raiding Noodlebox. He's currently playing Helldivers 2, a game I'd love to play with people, but most of my friends are like, that's funny. I don't know you now. See ya. And then immediately plays other people. I'm like, son of a bitch, they already have their own squads. Anyways, until then, thank you all so much for watching.